What is going on, guys? Welcome to Go 5.0, and I just encourage you to like and subscribe to my videos. Um, we are in Jackson, Mississippi now. We've covered about, by the time we get to our stop, which is in about 30 minutes, we'll have covered about 840 miles today, and that's pretty normal for a day. I mean, we have covered 1,000 a day, but we're not pushing it too hard. And our stop, the bass boat that I'm picking up, uh, I think is about 45 minutes away from here. So we're gonna find us a hotel room, get some rest, pick the boat up. We got our two uh, English bulldogs and our pug in the back seat that we're delivering, two of them tomorrow, and I think one on the 3rd. So we're gonna hang around in North Carolina, North or South Carolina, over the we might go to Chimney Rock. Might go to Chimney Rock again. We stayed in a cabin there about a month or two ago, and I really love that place because it's so incredibly beautiful. I fell in love with it when I watched Last of the Mohicans for the very first time when I was a kid, and so every time that movie comes on, I gotta finish it. Um, so yeah, we're gonna probably stay there. Maybe see if we can catch some fireworks show, or maybe do a little show of our own. And update on the truck. I did an oil change with that Mobil 1 full synthetic for diesel 5W40, and it was still having a little bit of the shudder and a little bit of the stumble whenever you're coming up to a stoplight and you let her idle down. She just dip every now and then. Um, my average fuel economy number seemed to be like a 18.4, something like that is what I would come up with on my overall driving. I averaged out on this whole trip 19.4, so that's pretty darn good for I think um, for a while there we were in Mexico for about an hour or two, and we did pretty much like 100 the whole way. um, I wasn't the only one. There was a whole bunch of us that were doing it, and so yeah, that's pretty darn good. And the knock that I have, the mysterious 5.0 knock, and mine happens differently. Everybody else's seems to happen whenever you start it up, you get a little rattle and a knock. This one, it happens after the engine is heated up and it starts to go tuck 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 tuck. But when you idle it up over about 1200 rpms, you don't hear it anymore. So it makes me think that it's a fuel pressure, not fuel pressure, I'm sorry, oil pressure issue um, at low idle. Some engines are like that. They tend to get a little loose. Um, you got a lot of race engines are like that. They're a little loose at idle because, you know, they give bigger bearing clearances. Um, this may be this issue because, like I said, it goes away as you get up on idle. And I mean, I've racked this thing up to 6,500 or 6,000. I don't know how many times, even on this trip. And she's just fine. She sounds great. Um, Still got all the pull. She's just overall a beast. This truck is a sleeper beast. And she's a little rough right now. She hasn't really dipped that much. She dipped when I pulled into the parking spot once here, and she hasn't done it since. So, you know, I mean, she's been doing it for like 50,000 miles off and on. Hasn't broken yet. I'm not going to worry about it too much. It could be anything from a vacuum solenoid for the emissions, the dang charcoal canister, whatever that thing is. I've heard about that. It could even be my phaser solenoids, either on the intake side or the exhaust side. I have plans on changing those out. I just don't know when. This thing is never still enough. Like, we get home and then we have to go to the grocery store, or we need to run errands for the house, and you know, she literally just got finished doing 7,000 miles. I bought this thing 4 months ago. It had 47,000 miles on it, and 4 months later I've got 111,656.4 miles. So that's like what, I haven't done the math there, but what, 47, whatever. I'm tired. I've been driving for like 12 hours. It's like 65,000 miles or something in that nature. That's a lot of miles in 4 months, and I've done as close to my regular schedule oil changes as I can. I think one time I pushed to 12,000, but that's when I had this oil in it. And I've known guys that have run this oil for 100,000 miles, shamefully, in their trucks with no issues at all. So and when I changed this out, it still had a lot of viscosity left. There was not near the shear as what I've been getting on a lot of the other oils that I've been using. So that's just an update I'm giving you guys. Going across country again, you know, stomping on Chevys and Toyotas and Dodges and whatever else gets in my way, except for the Tesla dual motors. Do not F with those guys. They go 0 to 60 in like 2 seconds. Supercar territory, like flicking them and they're gone. So yeah, don't mess with them. But yeah, anything else, feel free. If it just says Charger on the back, take it out for a spin, you know, or to Applebee's or whatever. But I'm gonna sit here in this spot while they're in Walmart, my family, and try not to get robbed. And you be safe out there. Take it easy. Like and subscribe. I'll get better at this. Thank you for your time. Bye.